Thanks for tuning in, people. G'day, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well. My gloves off. Why is my glove off? The GoPro had some issues. Battery caused some drama, and I had to remove the battery and switch it out for another one so the thing would go. Hence why we start here. We met up at BP just out of Pegasus to head towards Waipara. Waipara is a junction that takes you to either the west coast, via Lewis Pass, or you go up to Kokura Way. Amberley, little wee town north of Christchurch, probably one of the larger towns as you're coming into Christchurch, the first large town coming south. Waipara is a little nondescript kind of place. It's a nice little village actually, really nice cool countryside, a lot of vineyards and stuff around this area. I guess the climate is often, it's a little bit warmer, it gets a little bit cold as well, but at the same time it's probably that perfect climate for growing wines. And back in the Ice Age, believe it or not, let's just chuck in some crazy fact here. 62 million years ago there were penguins roaming this land, and this was the place of one of the oldest penguins to be found. But Waipara also has the Weka Pass Railway. Weka Pass Railway will take you up to Waikari, which is just inland through Weka Pass obviously, and it was a part of the country railway network that roamed a lot of the country areas in New Zealand, but then roading took over and kind of killed a lot of the railway system. So we're at the Waipara Reserve. Beautiful trees, it's a nice wee spot. The Sundown Rally used to be held at the Balmoral Forest. That was the first time I had ever attended the Sundown Rally. Previous to that, I'm aware that it was held at the Greta Valley Tavern. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was one of the first rallies of the season, in a sense, after the one we just went to down at Waitaki. So it's probably more the second of the season, but let's not worry too much about specifics. We'd prepaid because why not? You save a couple of bucks and there goes a beer. And on a day like today, that's what you would like, or a nice glass of water. Pitch your tent, that's what you do, and get yourself set up for a nice relaxing afternoon. Our first initial intention was that we were going to come here, set up, and then go for a ride up through Waiau, and then back down through Culver and back to the site. That didn't happen. We had a beer, we had some burgers, they were good, they were from Nigendi's. So I had the fish burger, absolutely delicious. The fish was nice and delicious, everything was fresh, nice and fresh. This one here is just full of like just melted meat, beautiful, and chicken burger. So we really enjoyed this food and went down a mighty fine treat. Not the most glamorous of looks, but I can tell I'm enjoying it. Then of course, it's obligatory to take a wander around the rally site, have a check out the motorcycles.
I'm getting closer to 50 now and I can't see myself ever riding it.
So I saw this motorcycle at the cavalcade down at Waitaki, and it kind of like appealed to me. I like the retro look, I like the styling of the motorcycle, and that it had some pretty cool features that bikes of today may not really have.
Yeah, we had such a good ride
To be honest, you walk around rally sites, you see motorcycles, two wheels, chassis, engine, styling, all that sort of stuff, and you see them over and over, but it never gets really all that tiring. I guess you have a thing for motorcycles, you can appreciate you can appreciate it. It's cool. Went for a wander through the wee reserve area where there's a whole lot of trees and sort of stuff. It's a nice spot. It'd be a perfect place to camp, but I can understand probably it may ruin the area, and or you could maybe get hit on the head by a falling branch. Went and checked out some of the local livestock. It was a good day for a little wander. Well, here we are. We're at the Sundown rally, but ironically enough, the sun is still well and truly up, as you can see behind the glow of my head. But it's been not a bad time so far. It'd be great to be able to camp up in those trees over there because they are fantastical. And we've got a bike show going on over there. We've got it's a fair turnout, we'll say. Bar and pies and food, and we have a band in this truck. So I think it's time to go and get another drink. Feeling a little bit parched. That sunshine up there is kind of hit me. A little bit of magic. This was a wild one. Actually, the last time I have seen magic at a motorcycle rally was way back in the Nelson rally up in the Mai Valley there, and one of New Zealand's more probably famous musicians used to have a magic show. A couple of years we went to that rally. There were and was magic being performed.
That's what you had? That's what you had? When did we have a miracle?
There were a few children around, and also we thought, well, why not? It's not often you go and see some magic.
Pull that card out, please.
It's his car.
It's my car. That's the one.
There was a lot of trickery going on there, I reckon. Very eclectic array of motorcycles. Everyone has their styling and styles. There's me Moto Griso. I thought I'd throw it in the bike show. Had a couple of those low carb beers, so I thought, well, I can ride that over there. Perfect. And I won President's Choice, which I didn't realise until the morning when someone told me, and that's mega cool. I was kind of happy and ended up getting a bottle of rum for my troubles. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, the Sundown cruise.
Oh, did you? That surprised you, remember?
Oh, that's right. Even though it was nothing like it.
Like this much.
Well stocked bar with everything that you could ever desire. Yeah, sure. We enjoy the sunset of the Sundown Motorcycle Rally. Absolutely the most relaxing place on earth right now. Chips. Woke in the morning, a little bit of a frost. Actually, I woke up well before the sun came up. The sunrise was pretty spectacular, but prior to that, there were the sounds of helicopters, which was not helicopters, it was just the big turbine fans that were running to protect the grapes from the frost. It was a good morning to relax, have some breakfast.
Always give some coaching tips.
And then flat battery. not 100% flat, just flat enough that it ain't going to be starting. Hot grips are a problem sometimes, aren't they? But anyway, we gave it a bit of a push. I think the two of us, we pushed this machine, and I think we must have warmed it up, because when old Gareth, he took off the other direction and gave it a self-push, he managed to get it started. Might have been just because he was in first gear rather than second or whatever, I don't know. But it started, and that's always a good thing, isn't it?
Hey? What the hell was that? I put it into first gear. And it worked better than anything.
So everyone packing up, getting ready to head off on the rest of the adventure for the day, or just a nice relaxing day at home. We missed the ride yesterday. We were going to go, as I said, to Waipara and round up there. So we decided to leave here and head through Waipara and back home again through Culver and Weka Pass. So it was such a glorious day. Why would you not? Well, I guess sometimes you just too tired or can't be bothered. But today was a good day. It felt good this morning, and it was a nice day just to ride. And if you watched the previous video, you would have noted that I had the issue with the rear tyre with the rubber running out, and I put on a older tyre that I had in the garage. Had no trouble with it, even though the wheel is not balanced professionally. No shuddering, juddering or anything like that. So the boy had a pie and a snack. There's the old Balmoral Reserve and the Huranui pub. The flatlands of Canterbury. Long, straight, windy roads. As we head back from Waipara, is where we turned off to go up to that Waipara Glenmark Reserve for the motorcycle rally. So it's a nice little loop. That loop I would highly recommend. The leader road, one you have to have some caution because the road can be a little iffy at times, just with grit and stones and traffic and whatever else. It's more of it's not a blast your throttle through. Emily, we separate ways. I head back to my home and head back to his home. I really appreciate all you people tuning in, and hopefully you've enjoyed the watch and the memories or lack of them that this film instills. Until the next time, shiny side up.